What's up? What's going on, people? To all my friends on Facebook and YouTube. Alright. Instead of editing the fucking video, I had made a video. Okay? And then instead of fucking editing it, I just decided, fuck it, I'm just gonna do the whole damn thing over again. This last video lasted 12 minutes. Cut to the shit. I'm gonna tell you a story. And hopefully it doesn't go like the other one. I missed a couple points. Alright. Anyway. Back in 2004, I had received an inheritance. And I was working 3 jobs at the time. And the reason why I'm saying this is because I ended up quitting those 3 jobs and just chilling on my inheritance. Basically taking a summer vacation in the summer of 2004 for 4 to 5 to 6 months. And I spent a lot of time in the center of town in Windsor, Connecticut on the Farmington River. You have a Bart's Hot Dogs right there. Giovanni's Bar I was hanging out at. There's a package store right there. I know what y'all thinking. There's alcohol involved. ... And I'm not going to give it away. No. Alcohol had nothing to do with this fucking incident. Okay? And I'll tell you why hopefully later. Well, anyway, we walked on these railroad tracks that are all the way down. They follow Palisade Avenue in the Connecticut River, so they're really convenient. And we take the railroad tracks so that we can have a couple beers and shit, you know. Because fishing is fucking boring. And that's what we did, a lot of fishing. Well, he didn't. I fished more. My friend Jay, I don't even know if I mentioned him yet. It was me and my friend Jay that went there. And I've been all over the place, man. I've been drinking this fucking Diet Pepsi shit. It's all my fucking mom drinks. Since I got down here, I've been living with my mom. Grown-ass man, living my whole fucking life. I gotta fucking live with my mom for at least 6 months to a year now. Anyway, fuck it. I drink this shit, it's making me hyper, and I'm starting to realize I might have to do 8 fucking videos before I get this fucking story through. So just bear with me here. Anyway, so we walked down the fucking railroad tracks, we drank a couple beers, we got our fishing poles, we get to the fucking river. We're hungry, so we stop at Bart's Hot Dogs. We both go in the bathroom, wash our hands. I go in first. Obviously, I wash my hands, come out, I order. He goes in the bathroom, he washes his hands. He comes out to order. We sit down, we're eating. And all of a sudden, like, out of nowhere, like, it was kind of subtle, like this feeling started to hit us. It was really light, though. And it was a feeling of, like, when I was back as a child, when I was a kid. And I had all the weight of the world off of me. I was completely and utterly happy. It was like psychedelic bliss. And I felt like really like light as a feather. And I looked at him and I said, yo, you think like somebody dosed the fucking soap, man? You think somebody dropped some LSD in the soap? Like, we both went in there. We both washed our hands. Now, I know this isn't true. Because the next day after this, I had asked the people that work at that establishment if anybody had anything like that happen to them. They said no. So this is an isolated fucking incident. We weren't on any drugs. Okay, we had a couple beers, but beer doesn't do that shit to you. We weren't buzzed or anything. But we were on the river for a good fucking 8 hours. Like, I mean, we were out there for a long time. And we were fishing. We caught maybe a couple fish. We didn't really catch shit. And there's this bridge. Not by the railroad bridge, but it's over by this other bridge. It's a street bridge where you have to cross over and whatever. And the stripers were running, so, you know, I had my lines out there all fucking night, because you never know. I mean, they could run, they could not run that night. And so it was about 12 o'clock. And pardon me if I'm trying to rush the story, but fuck it. The other one was 12 minutes long. And we were sitting on top of the cinder blocks underneath the bridge. And I said to Jay, I said, you know what, dude? Like, this is my last beer, dude. Like, I wasn't even fucking drunk or nothing. I was just buzzed. chilling, relaxing, bored as fuck, tired as shit, just ready to go home. We were there all fucking night. Literally didn't see shit, nothing. All of a sudden, when I dropped down on the shore to get my 2 fishing poles and reel everything in and pack everything up. Something had come from the water, through the bushes, and walked up the hill. And the first thing Jay said, he goes, "That's a really big skunk." And I go, "That's not a fucking skunk, dude." And it walked up the hill about 6 to 8 feet, and then about 6 to 8 feet parallel to us on the other side of the river. And it was pale, it was white, and it had an oval head. And you know how like when an ape gets on all fours but can stand up on 2 feet, its butt kind of goes like that? Well, this thing had like kind of an arch in its back, and it stood up and it stared at us. And I said, "Holy shit." And that feeling that we had earlier increased. And it was there for like 3 minutes. And I fucking looked at Jay and I go, "Holy shit, dude. What the fuck?" And he just looks at me and he goes, "I'm not scared, man, but we should get the fuck out of here." I go, "I'm fucking freaking out. I said, I'm scared. What the fuck? Fuck, you're not scared?" Look over and it's still, in like the last 30 seconds, locked fucking eyes with this fucking thing. And it was like another fucking world, man. I was like, holy shit. And it turned around, got down on all fours, and casually walked into the bushes. And I tried to run and jump. I mean, the cinder block's only about 6 feet. I'm 5'2". I can easily run, jump, and get up there. I couldn't. I was too fucking weak. It was just this overwhelming of like, the fucking feeling got stronger. So I walked up around, after I packed my shit up, we got the fuck up on the bridge. And I looked at him, I go, "What the fuck was that?" He goes, "I don't know." And I'm like trying to like understand what's happening. We're walking past. No, we gotta walk on the other side of the bridge. This thing was like fucking 50 feet away from us to the left. We didn't know where it was. And he goes, "Yo, what if we get back to the fucking crib, dude, and it's in the fucking yard?" I go, "Fuck you, dude, don't even say that shit." Walked all the way back, not on the railroad tracks, on the fucking street. And when we got back, I go, "I think I know what we saw." I went into my girlfriend at the time's sister's house. I was living on her property, so I went in there and I showed it on the laptop. I had heard about the Dover Demon. I've read about it, everything. And I said, "Yo, is that what we saw?" And he saw the picture. He goes, "Yeah, dude, that's what the fuck we saw." And I said, "Have you ever heard it before?" He goes, "No." I said, "That's the Dover Demon." Now, I didn't even know where Dover was. I thought it was like somewhere far. No, Dover, Massachusetts, which isn't that far from Windsor, Connecticut. Now, one thing I know is that there's this theory that the Dover Demon that was sighted in Dover, Massachusetts by Bill Bartlett and that other kid was actually from a race of pygmies that these Native Americans had feared. And I don't remember the name of the Indian tribe, Massasagawa or some shit like that. I forgot. I'd have to look it up and put the link in the description. And they lived by the waterfall. The Native Americans were terrified of them. And I was listening to George Norrie on Coast to Coast, and he was interviewing this guy, and he asked, "Do you think this is an alien gray?" Because that's the first thing I thought when I first saw the picture. And the guy was like, no, this is something probably interdimensional or something. And they didn't bring up the thing with the Native Americans. I'm going to find that fucking link, and I'm going to put it on there. And I said, "Yo, that's what the fuck we saw." And I'll never forget that shit. I'll never forget that shit. Still to this day, when I'm talking to somebody, I could fucking, like, I still relive it. I could do this all fucking night if I have to keep fucking doing this video, if I fucked it up after I review it. But I just wanted to tell that fucking story. And if anybody has any comments or likes or dislikes, go ahead. I'm probably gonna send this to all my Facebook friends and shit. But if anybody knows anything else besides what's written in books or on videos or anything like that, just fucking drop a comment or a response video or anything. Whatever. Figured I'd just tell you guys the story. Alright, peace.